Oh god, hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa. We are knee-deep in this freaking trial. At this point, it's pretty much all but confirmed that Celeste did it, and like, it wasn't really that hard to figure out. It's just a matter of convincing her now, which I don't. Oh, I don't want to deal with it. Just admit that you did it and get this over with, Celeste. Come on now.
But there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Easy. It was staged. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Yeah, it was staged. You and Hifumi were working together, so of course you would stage something like that.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
Yeah, but again, you were working with Hifumi, so the two of you could have put Hiro into the suit and then been like, "Hey, we're gonna blame it on Hiro, so do the picture, dance monkey."
Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Yeah, we've also established that.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only possibility is Hifumi and the suspect are dancing, Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking? Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
You really like using that word a lot, don't you, Celeste? You like using the word impossible.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh god. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible? Well, she's gonna frickin' try. Okay.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
No, I think the blueprints state that it could bend. Like, the the costume was designed to bend.
Dress me up in that
No
suit.
way they could stand up straight like that.
Oh, no. Never mind. That was wrong. Oops. Oh, God. I was sure. Okay, this is going to be a bit more complicated than I
Dress me
figured.
up in that suit after I
No
passed out.
way they could stand up.
No, that's wrong.
Of course, I had the right idea, but the wrong bullet. God damn it.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
It was stiff. I like how the game just gives me another excuse to look at this cute picture of Owie. God, I love it so much.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Her accent changed. Huh, I wonder if her accent's also a facade.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Yeah, who tried to kill you? Well, that's because he was simping till the day he died. Till the very last breath he took.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Yo, girl, you okay? You like trying to autocorrect your voice by going a little too high-pitched. Don't worry, I've done it before. That's the problems with vocal training. Sometimes you overcorrect yourself and then you go just a little bit too high and then everyone says you sound really weird. I've done it.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Oh!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last names. He said for serious law, he gave everyone. Oh yeah, he said people's last names.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
I'm not gonna lie. I need that don't talk line. I need that. I need that for a soundboard. I need that for a soundboard for like my streams. So that whenever anyone says something stupid, I can just reply with don't talk. Because I say that. I actually say that like to friends. If friends say something really stupid, I just say stop talking. Just don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
Oh yeah, Celeste Ludenberg is not her real name.
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
So her last name could be Yasuhiro.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
I don't know what type of normal person would actually wear like European Gothic Lolita clothing everywhere they go other than someone who's trying to play on an act.
Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
I think she's lying to herself. Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
I think it's E-Handbook.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name.
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me...
No, it's wrong.
That one seemed pretty obvious.
That's it. The handbook.
Wait! I just now noticed. Kyoko gave us this hint. Holy crap, I never even made that connection. Kyoko gave us this hint because she said, well, E-Handbooks are probably not going to be what was used for the murder scene. E-Handbooks might be important for this case. She was talking about here. Oh my god. Damn, this game's sneakier than I thought.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before. So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because...
She started to sound like a chicken there.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Alright, let's do it. Manga time! Manga time! Alright, okay. Yeah, because that shows them working together. And then... no, because 1 o'clock. Yeah, because at 1 o'clock, Hiro shows up. And then he's tired. Yep, that makes sense. They get him into the suit. And then... Celeste takes the picture. Yeah, because, like, he could have fallen over. So then in Act 3... At 6... There's Taka. Hits him. And then hits him with Justice Hammer 4. So then here shows... Oh yeah, okay, so he's Justice Hammer 3, because that's what he got hit with. And then Act 5 plays around with the blood after going to the nurse's office in order to play dead. Okay, that one makes sense there. It's there. The one thing I'm confused about is right here. Wait! Duh! Okay, I'm forgetting the placement of the hammers. Duh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so the placement of the hammers is wrong because Celeste was hit with hammer 1. Ifumi was first hit with hammer 2 before we went to the nurse's office. Then he was hit with 3. And then finally Taka was hit with 4. So this was 2. And then this one was 3. That had to have been it.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is... Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Man. Even the voice was an act. Even the voice was an act. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. People do believe lies enough to the point that they trick themselves. That's definitely a thing people can do. And I guess Celeste was a really, really obvious factor of that. I'm just surprised that this trial was supposed to be...
I'm ready to begin.
It was supposed to be designed to be like this super crazy whatever, but like, I don't know. It seemed pretty obvious from the beginning to me.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
formality at this point. But once again, you're totally correct. The Blacken this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestia Ludenberg! Or precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
I guess I don't need to do the voice for her anymore. And I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Ifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Ifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying. My speciality? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Fumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Ifumi and Taka were both super into. Alter ego! Huh? Does she mean... She talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Ifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. I mean... You also could have just been like, yeah, be my pay pig, and I'll, you know... Like, I figured that was gonna be it. Ifumi was just a massive simp, but this also makes sense, too. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Ifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you. Alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
Why does he have a pretty pudgy princess cosplay? Oh man, does Ifumi wear it? Ifumi's into crossplay! Hell yes! I mean, I personally would not want to see Ifumi wear that, but also, hell yeah, dude, do what you want. Live your best life. Well, I mean, not anymore, but whatever!
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. Put them up against each other.
So then...
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took a picture of it there. Oh my god! Fucking Hifumi has a body pillow. Hell yeah.
Damnation!
I'm not saying hell yeah as if like I have one of those, because I actually don't. But how did he do? Oh, but how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
Sneaky, sneaky.
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did.
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it was hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far! It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him!
Most unfortunate...
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually...
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you.
Indeed.
And all so he can keep her to himself. That bastard! Bastard, 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 bastard!
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not! How could I? She.
I swear, I will save her!
That!
Actually,
Then, would you like to join me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. What was... Was that strange costume Ifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? 'Cause you're stupid. Damn. I mean, just honest. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
What she's asking is, what was Ifumi supposed to do after that? Assuming you actually let him live.
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Fumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So you had planned to kill him all along.
But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money. It's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But...
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch.
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey,
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
you little
I
bitch.
wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And you want to know why? Ha!
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. It makes sense. A castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. Thing is, I know someone who would actually be down for something like this. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
what is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I can be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey,
You'd just get executed again. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Kills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The blackened disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What? Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
What's more fucked up? The concept of her burning alive? Or the fact that she literally just got mashed by a fucking fire truck? Regardless, that was dark. Like, obviously this game has some very dark undertones, but like, that was especially dark. The fact that she's tied up and surrounded by a castle, the one thing she dreamed of, only for it to be burned to the ground. Oh my god. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her. But I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. For him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young! You need to place more value in your lives!
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it into the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock it down one by one. So sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Just give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but we're gonna figure it out next time on Danganronpa! I seriously was about to end. Oh my god. I was actually about to end this recording session after the trial, but this is too good. I think I gotta do at least one more episode, so thank you all so much for watching, and next time on Danganronpa, we're gonna figure out what the fuck Kyoko's talking about! See you guys then. Oh god, this is so good. This game is so good. I love it!